Hello everyone. Today we have a renowned surgical oncologist with us, Dr. K.S. Gopinath. Dr. K.S. Gopinath is a surgical oncologist, promoter and director of HCG Enterprises Limited and a proud recipient of the highest civilian awards of Padma Shri for his contribution in the field of surgical oncology. Welcome, sir. So, sir, the questions which hovers around in people's mind about different specialties in oncology. So when we're talking to a surgeon, such a senior surgeon, what is surgical oncology in general?
The surgical oncology is one of the specialties. Today, treatment of cancer includes surgery, radiation, chemotherapy, immunotherapy, and others. We call it a combined modalities of treatment. Surgery is one of the oldest form of treatment, still stood the test of time. Only last few decades, the word surgical oncology is added to the surgery. Surgery is one of the best modalities of treatment to have a control of loco-regional disease, meaning treatment of primary and treatment of lymph nodes. This is what we call a radical surgery. But over the decades, we all understood, the surgeons, biology of the tumor, we understood the metastatic potential. There is a changing trend in management of surgery. Surgery varies. Earlier surgery was the first modalities of treatment and the last modalities of treatment. Today surgery may not be the first modality in some of the cases. There is what we call a changing trend in the management of solid tumors. We give either neoadjuvant chemotherapy, in selected cases neoadjuvant radiation therapy, then perform surgery. This is what is called a multimodality treatment. This is where surgical oncology emerged as a specialty. In order to become a surgical oncologist, he should have basic training in general surgery for 3 years, then specialization in surgical oncology like DNB and MCH surgical oncology, in some places fellowship programs. Unless and basic general surgery and surgical oncology, he cannot call himself a surgical oncologist. Any well-trained surgical oncologist should be ready to perform good common surgical problems from head and neck to toes, including musculoskeletal system. The main objective of surgical oncology to treat the primary tumor, treat the lymph nodes, then in selected cases you do the reconstructive surgery, and then you do preventive surgeries, complications of surgeries, and rehabilitation of the patient. This is the role of surgical oncologist as a whole.
So that was quite elaborative. I'm very sure the audience who are listening to us got a very good insight of what surgical oncology is all about. So when really surgery is required?
Surgery is required in various stages of cancer. Depending on the stage of the cancer, we plan the surgery. Any patient who undergoes surgery should have a complete metastatic workup to make sure whether it is at what stage of the cancer. Whether it is early stage, operable stage, locally advanced stage, metastatic disease. In early breast cancer, as I told you, surgery is one of the best modalities of treatment and it's a gold standard procedure. We do what is called as radical surgeries. In the past, we used to remove the whole organs. Today, with the understanding of the biology of the tumor, if we detect the cancer early, we don't remove the organ, called organ preserving procedure and functional surgeries. We will take breast as an example. Earlier mastectomy was still in some of the cases we do it, but breast conservative surgery is one of the important treatment because we know that for a woman, breast is the vanity of her womanhood. So we should preserve. Image disturbances of the body and psychological problem get reduced. We do breast conservative surgery. In breast conservative surgery, remove the primary tumor, remove the lymph nodes. In lymph nodes management, we used to do radical lymphadenectomy. Today, advanced imaging technique, we do what is called a sentinel lymph node biopsy technique. using, for example, HCG, we have got a very good nuclear medicine department. We do isotope technique, and nowadays there is what is called as the green light technique. Indocyanine green, we use it so that there is no need to remove whole of the lymph node. You only remove it, send it for examination, and see that if the lymph node is affected, you do the major surgery. If lymph node is not affected, so in axillary dissection, one of the long-term complications was lymphedema that get reduced. So though we do radical surgery, we use it. These are planned treatment. Making sure explain to the patient why the new method of treatment. Because a lot of people in their mind have got, if you don't remove the organ, cancer will come back. No. There are what is called as evidence-based surgeries. You remove the lump or you remove the breast, cure rate remains the same. Cancer coming back is less than 2 to 5%. This is where advances in surgical oncology has taken place. Another important thing, cancer of the rectum. Earlier years, we used to do what is called as abdominoperineal resection and give them the end colostomy. Today, because of the advance in chemotherapy and radiotherapy, we give neoadjuvant RT and CT to sphincter saving procedure. Especially for rectal cancers, middle third and upper third, we do what is called as anterior resection. Conventionally, from last 50 years, we are doing open technique. Now we moved into minimal invasive surgery, laparoscopy. We did a first randomized study many years ago. Now robot has come into picture. Now we started using the robot. Everything has got a definite indication. All patients are not ideal for robot. Early mucosal lesions are good for robotic surgery. Little beyond that are good for laparoscopy. Little more advanced for conventional open surgery. This is where we do sphincter conserving procedure. Patient need not have the stoma. So this is where advantages of technology as well as the advantage of understanding biology and adapting to the changing trend in management of cancer. This is where one of the best advancement for a surgical oncologist is you can do the bigger and biggest of the operations. Whenever there is an indicated ideal treatment from ideal professional like surgical oncologist.
That's really elaborative and nice. So, sir, what's your message to our listeners, our viewers? A lot of them might be the patient themselves, patient caregivers. What is your message for them?
My message to the one is for the patient and their families. Whenever there is a symptom, don't take the self-medication. Go and approach a proper consultant. Have faith in treating doctor. Go to the doctor. Don't go on seeing many doctors. So that then you get a good deal, you will get a good treatment.
Well, I'm very sure that this information will definitely help our viewers to a larger extent. Thank you so much for being around.
Thank you.
Guys, if you have any further comments, questions or suggestions, don't forget to write it in the comment box below. Thank you so much.